stream for 8:45. That's using Nigerian time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know South Africans they are 1 hour ahead of us, so I was in a hurry to quickly come so that it can be a good time for my South African audience to be part of this live stream. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. If you're new here and you like what you see here, what are you waiting for? Have you subscribed? Please kindly subscribe and on the notification bell to all, so that as soon as I'm on a live stream or I drop a new video, you would obviously be the first to know. I have 2 contents already aside from a live stream surrounding Big Brother Mzansi, but I kind of stopped because I said your names were trying to cut off my tongue and I didn't want to offend anybody. Honestly speaking, I love my South African brothers and sisters, but as the day goes by, we're gradually beginning to pick up on their names, so hopefully I should be able to resume dropping videos. But meanwhile, let's enjoy live streams. Who saw what happened? Today, this evening on Twitter, I saw it was trending. The organizers of the Big Brother and Zanzi dropped a memo. Yeah, they had a broadcast on their social media. And that was the same broadcast they did when they wanted to evict, or rather disqualify, not evict, eviction is part of the game obviously, when they wanted to disqualify Bravo and when they wanted to also disqualify Yolanda on season 4 of Big Brother and Mzansi. So when they dropped that similar line, everyone was like, whoa, who is about to go? But we knew who was about to go because we suspected that these persons were about to go because of their utterances and the fact that Big Brother actually confronted them in their diary sessions today. And who are these people? Ashely and Bonnie B. Let me start with Ashely. When different set of rules, or South Africans were comfortable introducing different set of rules for people that resemble Ashely, I was like, yo, and they were actually even applauding her, or rather I'll say her fans were accepting the fact that she can say whatever she likes and go scot-free. Hi Nezoko Commando, hi the Gaming King. Okay, I'm talking about a reality TV show in Africa. Yeah, the Big Brother in Mzansi is a South African reality show. Yeah, so she said things that she was not supposed to say. But at the beginning, I'm surprised that some people even came online and they were trying to criticize her. I thought they were comfortable with that. Another person also that also was almost disqualified, I would say, okay, is Bonnie B. And I'm wondering why Bonnie B would do such a thing. I thought Bonnie B was more matured than how she exhibited. Now they were making jest of KB's trauma, and it's strange that ladies, women, will be making jest of another lady that is in a situation that no lady will want to find herself. You don't care. Exhibity, hi Exhibity, how you doing? Please subscribe to the channel, give the stream a thumbs up, okay, if you like what you see here. Thank you so much. What country are you from? Thank you for coming to the stream. It's so unfortunate that you might not understand what I'm saying because I'm talking about a reality TV show in Africa. Yes. Where are my South African friends? Just give the stream a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around, help the creator. I really appreciate your presence here as well, in as much as I know you don't even know what I'm talking about. So the fact that they got 1 strikes each, I hope they go back on track. Honestly, I don't get. That is why some people will say women are the enemies of women. If it was men that did this, it would have been taken another way. But it's so unfortunate that it's women, which is even more serious, because you are a woman and you know how critical it is to be in that kind of situation. Some of you might not understand what I'm talking about. Actually, the housemates got sharing and talking about their lives, and one of the housemates, being KB, spoke about how she was um, molested sexually, right? And you guys know the word, and I'm not supposed to call it here, obviously. And a lot of a lot of people, obviously even myself inclusive, sympathize with her, because that's a very terrible place to be in as a female. So it was so unfortunate that some females in that house lacked empathy. Not only did they lack empathy, they actually said things they were not supposed to say, to a point that Ashely was even tagging her, that, girl, that grape girl, and that was so painful. When I was listening to that conversation, I was so disappointed when Bonnie B, and I don't know the day that Bonnie B and Ashely became friends. This their friendship just became all of a sudden. Because if I'm not mistaken, the first week, that was last week, they were at loggerheads. They were almost at each other's throats. So I don't know where this newfound friendship between Bonnie B and Ashely just set in, and all of a sudden they are together in cahoots and saying all sorts of nasty things about KB. And to begin with, what exactly did KB do to them? Yeah, I'm not saying KB is one of the nicest person in the house or so, but I just feel that as human beings, no matter what, be sympathetic, or rather empathetic towards, even if it's your enemy, in a situation as unfortunate as that. So a lot of people thought that they were going to be disqualified. Some people actually even called for their disqualification, and hopefully let's hope that the one strikes that they were given is going to be able to tame them both, especially Ashely, because even yesterday Ashely got into an altercation with what's this girl's name? You see, this girl that has the smallest voice in the house. She talks like a baby. It's cute though. It's cute. I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. Please don't misquote me. Like, she has this small voice. See, God, that was the reason why I had to hold on a little bit for this. Yesterday, Ashely had a confrontation with one of the female housemates. They got tearing their task work that they have done. It was a bit vile. It was so, I don't know. Ashely, I think, also has temper issues. I don't understand for Ashely why a beautiful girl like that would have such, I don't know, there's just something about her. She can easily rub people off the wrong way. There's something about Ashely that rubs people off the wrong way, even we the viewers. But that's by the way. The fact that people ended up giving them just one strikes. Okay. And this same Ashely was the one that actually called for women conference meeting today. Abia today. That Nate didn't even attend. Nate, that was like one of the biggest female in the house. Like, that girl is huge. Woo, and beautiful as well. Yeah. She refused to attend, although not like, well, I think she didn't believe in the meeting, in the conference meeting for women, but she was also busy in the kitchen. Yeah, she was handling some kitchen activities. Meanwhile, the female meeting was called more like to mimic the male meeting, because the male were the ones that actually called a conference meeting, had a meeting, sort of negotiated one or two. Guys will always be guys. The bro code will always be the bro code. Yes, sisterhood, we should do better. Bro code will always be bro code. Yes, they know they're in a competition, but the fact that they have the female gender in the same competition, they are ready to have each other's back. and throw out all of the females and buy time for themselves. You see you see how men think. When I talk now, people will say that I'm making misandry statements. Men do not, what word will I use? Men do not value women. Men are not, when I say most men, because when I say all men, I don't say no, I'm talking anyhow. But for the severity of the situation, I would love to use the word all men. I would like to use the word all, in as much as I know there are some that are not like that. Do not have respect for women. Do not value women. They see women like tools. It's in a case of mixture. It's very easy for men to segregate themselves. It's very easy for men to disassociate themselves from the group of women. In as much as the women too on their own have their own kind of mentality, though. Yeah, because I remember, was it Jojo who was complaining about how Uganda comes to sit down with women and talk. So personally, I think we the women ourselves, we also self-hate ourselves. Honestly, we the women ourselves are even misogynist towards our own self. Yeah, it's very easy for the men to segregate themselves in every gathering that involves mixture of male and female. The bro code will always find a way to activate itself. Yes, that's just it. So when you see men come together, it looks very easy. But when women want to mimic that same scenario, it's almost impossible. There's going to be a lot of backbiting, there's going to be a lot of gossip, there's going to be a lot of hatred, there's going to be a lot of malice, there's going to be a lot of, jealousy. That's how women are created, isn't it? But we could do better. We could do better by valuing ourselves. We could do better. There was a season, I can't remember what season, where the guys, I think, was it not All Stars, like Big Brother Niger, where I think the guys came together to go against the women, the ladies, the men came together to go against the women, from eviction to causing rifts between them. Because even this men conference that this Big Brother and Mzansi housemates called, there was also something about the women where the men said that if a lady is trying to play them, they would mess the lady up. And if it happens that two guys are interested in one lady, they can actually share. Can you see this? Can you see the whole stereotype? Can you see the whole double standard? When two guys want a girl, they can share. Now that is them playing that girl, isn't it? But when a girl plays them, they will mess her up. So why do to someone what you do not want that person to do to you? Why? Why? And women will be here killing ourselves, fighting over men that don't even value us, that don't even see us as human beings, that they just see us as tools that they can just use to satisfy their ego, or to satisfy their curiosity, or to satisfy their hunger. And you women will be ready to put each other down. Okay, look, Ashely. Ashely is a very beautiful girl, but she's, at the same time, she acts like an insecure girl. She was having a conversation that was yesterday or so after her quarrel with Mishini. Yeah, I remember the lady she quarreled with was Mishini, the one that has a very tiny voice in the house. After her quarrel with Mishini, she went by and was telling her new, will I say, crush, or her situationship with Sweet Gulliver. Yeah. And she was telling him that the ladies are jealous of her or something. I don't know. She was just trying to say something. The ladies are jealous of her relationship with Sweet Gulliver. And she was like trying to, I don't know, some people were saying that it was her reassuring herself or feeling confident with herself by telling Sweet Gulliver that she knows that she's like more, you know where somebody's trying to say, I'm the finest. Like, you can't have anything better than me in this house. You know, that's superiority complex. I don't know where it is coming from. I don't get it. If that is Ashley's game, I don't understand it. And she uses some words that kind of mimic racial slurs, racial languages, right? So I don't get it. So that's it. I think I'll just come to the end of this live stream because no one here is reciprocating my energy. I hope when you watch this live stream, watch the replay, don't forget to subscribe, share the live stream in as much it's going to be as a video and as a replay, obviously. But please, I don't know how we're going to do it. We need to talk about, I don't know, let's just see how it goes. I really, because when it comes to this internet, it's very unpredictable. Yeah, the internet's vibe is very, very unpredictable, in as much as it's interesting, but it's equally very, very unpredictable, for real. So that's it. So I am glad that, okay, there was something done about it, in as much as they were not disqualified. Some people were making the comparison with Bravo. It's a different thing. Yeah. There's a difference between a threat, and there's a difference between, there's a difference between a threat and a banter. For me, I felt what those girls were having was just a banter. They were just going at it. They were just gossiping. That was women or ladies being ladies, right? But Bravo, in as much as he was in an intoxicated state, which is still not an excuse, was actually threatening to do such a thing to Liema. That was season 4. He was threatening to molest Liema, right? Unlike these ones, they were just making jest of KB's situation, the fact that she has been in such a situation before. So I think the strike, it's a good one, attached to a punishment as well, right? So people should just, yes, I know when that R word is involved in the conversation, it triggers people, especially the South Africans, because when Big Brother was talking to these girls in their diary session, he said that South Africa has the highest number of sexual crimes in the world. Now that's too much. In the world. So it is something that should be spoken about with a lot of empathy and a lot of resistance, not mockery. Yeah, I don't see the reason why you should use such a thing to insult. What just came to my mind is, excuse me, have these people faced such situations to the point that they are almost even normalizing it? I don't get it. Because I don't see a reason why you should sit down and make jest of a thing like that. I remember one of the biggest YouTubers, I would say biggest YouTubers on this space, especially in the beauty industry aspects, by name Jackie Aina, when she launched some of her candles, and she named one of her candle after a certain situation that happened in Nigeria that had to do with police brutality and that sector of authority. We call them SAS, which I would say probably I can compare them with maybe FBI or CIA-ish. They're an extension. They are dictatives. So a lot of things were happening that were not supposed to be happening, and so the citizens actually rose up to protest, not contest, to protest against such brutality, and some other things happened alongside that was very, very painful. And then this influencer that is, I don't know, she claims she's Nigerian. I don't even think she has ever visited Nigeria before, but she claims she's Nigerian, and she conveniently made a candle and named it after that protest. The protest carried a name. It was called Sorosoke. It's a Yoruba language that meant enough is enough, like stop it, it's okay. So when you say Sorosoke in Nigeria, is deep. It has a very it has a very emotional story. And then this lady that I don't know if she has ever even been to Nigeria, she claims she's Nigerian. She now named one of her candles. It was not funny on her. I think, I don't know, maybe she even had to stop selling those candles or she had to change the name. So is that deep for us? And we are not going to allow you downplay that moment that innocent people went down. So the same thing too for me. I'm expecting South Africans to actually, which they did, the netizens, I'm glad they did, because they called out for so many consequences. They called out for Big Brother show to do something about that. So to me, I am surprised that if you really know what all of those movements are all about in your country, why should you use it to mock someone? Why should you talk about it in a very careless way, right? So it's really weird, but it is what it is. At least they were giving one strike each, and a follow-up punishment will come soon. So let's just watch them and see if they are going to make a better or whatever. If they're going to make a good change, if they're going to control themselves, if they're going to understand and realize the weight of what they say or what they are saying. I wonder, didn't they watch last year's Big Brother and saw the reason why Bravo was evicted? These people should get used to. You guys are the ones in the midst of all of those chaos, and you still take it for granted, and you still downplay it, and you still use it to mock each other. It's not fair. So Big Brother just gave them one strike each, and that was it. So let me just end this live stream here. Thank you for all of you that came here. I really appreciate. If you're watching it again, please drop your comments in the comment section. Feel free, the comment section is open. And thank you so much. Subscribe, like the video, share if you can. I really appreciate. Love you. Thank you.